This is the man, born in India, but working and creating in England. So, Sir Anish Mikhail Kapoor is a British Indian sculptor of installation art and conceptual art, born in Mumbai. Kapoor attended the elite all-boys Indian boarding school, the Doon School, before moving to the UK to begin his art training at Hornsey College of Art and later Chelsea School of Art and Design. His notable public sculptures include Cloud Gate from 2006, also known as the Bean, in Chicago's Millennium Park, Sky Mirror, exhibited at the Rockefeller Center in New York City in 2006, and Kensington Gardens in London, 2010. Then we see the other, achievements in various places. Commissioned as a permanent this ArcelorMittal orbit, and you are going to see it. Commissioned as a permanent artwork for London's Olympic Park and completed in 2012. In 2017, Kapoor designed the statuette for the 2018 Brit Awards. An image of Kapoor features in the British Cultural Icons section of the newly designed British passport in 2015, and he was announced as a recipient of the Lennon-Ono Grant for Peace. Kapoor has received several distinctions and prizes, such as the Premio Duemila Prize, the Venice Biennial in 1990, the Turner Prize in 1991, knighthood in the 2013 birthday honors for services to visual arts, an honorary doctorate degree from the University of Oxford in 2014, and the Genesis Prize for being one of the most influential and innovative artists of his generation, and for his many years of advocacy for refugees and displaced people. This is very nice of him, that he didn't forget those who need not to be forgotten. In 1973, he left India for Britain to attend Hornsey College of Art and Chelsea School of Art and Design. There he found a role model in Paul Neagu, a Romanian artist who provided a meaning to what he was doing. This I should investigate further, but it would be interesting to see in what way Paul Neagu influenced Kapoor. Now I chose the easy road, maybe too easy a little bit. I found this website which describes 15 iconic projects by this artist and Anish Kapoor. So I didn't invent anything. I just took them down, these 15 iconic projects, and the authorship belongs to this website, Rethinking the Future. Cloudgate. Although this aesthetic marvel feels deserted today amid the, I didn't write the text, but the author of the article about Kapoor wrote it. Amid the global pandemic crisis, we witness Cloudgate, also famously known as the Bean, still communicates with us through its super reflective stainless steel body. The most intriguing part of this artwork lies in its quality of reflecting our materialist finite world. It possesses an intense interactive character that any spectator can feel while glooming under it. And here it is. Anish Kapoor. Chicago. The Void Field, exhibited at the British Pavilion in 1990, Void Field is amongst the earliest works which showcase Kapoor's obsession with voids in particular. a true minimalist art piece which contradicts the immense mass of the sandstone with a small yet impactful void created using black pigment in the middle of those stones. This black dot is a metaphoric representation of any potential dark space within. We are going to see a little bit later also some architectures built by Kapoor. So he is a sculptor and a creator of installations, art installations, but he also has a relationship with architecture which is not insignificant. Shooting into the corner. This art piece is nothing but a precise portrayal of a story that defines tension, aggression, and depth. Kapoor has collaborated many times with people from different streams to present his art, and this is just a result of the same. A fully functional cannon made to literally shoot tons of wax colored in red gives the art an emotional intensity, while on the other hand, the cannon works as a silent catalyst to trigger those emotions. And here it is, the cannon shooting at the corner with the help of a technician or an artist, I don't know. But this is the result of shooting the corner. Maybe Mr. Putin should see some pictures of this artwork and reflect on his glorious tragedy that he initiated. Because this is exactly what war does. It's terrible. But Mr. Putin still wears a cross around his neck, as a good Christian he is. It is a remarkable artwork. Bravo to this born in India artist and living and working in Great Britain. Series of sky mirrors. There are quite a few fascinating sculptures of this series around the globe, coming in different sizes and shapes. Although having the same theme of a tilted, highly polished, reflective body looking towards the sky, they all offer something different than its counterpart. While its base property may be its reflection, there is a paradox associated with it. What they actually represent is a gateway contrasting with the surrounding that takes the viewer to distant possibilities through the void created by the mirror. I wonder what André Lenotre would have thought of these artworks. If he lived today, André Lenotre, could we imagine that maybe he would have commissioned Anish Kapoor to, create some art for his gardens? It's possible. It's possible that even present day Louis Le Soleil might have liked it. A Louis Le Soleil dressed in jeans and with a t-shirt, of course. Anish Kapoor. Dismemberment site. Till date, the dismemberment site benches as the largest sculpture in the never-ending list of works done by Anish Kapoor, spanning 6 years of engineering and installation work. By the way, I understood initially he wanted to become an engineer, and he began studying engineering, but gave up because he was not very good at math, from what I understood. Anyway, two equivalents, horizontal and vertical elliptical shaped openings on either side of the sculpture are entry points to a viewer's perspective. Placed subtly in correspondence with the landscape of the site, the PVC sheet casing over the sculpture, painted in blood red, gives it a visual appeal and different contexts one may associate it with. And here it is. It's huge, as you can see, the silhouette of the human being. I don't know how to read this. Swayambhu, I guess. Evolved from the natural phenomena that certain things in life are created within themselves. Swayambhu is a Sanskrit derivation, a movable sculpture made to present its form of creation. It is carved out of red pigmented wax. The color that signifies fire, blood, and even love is symbolically related to the vision of any spectator looking at it. The hidden mechanism that runs behind the mobility of this sculpture is a key factor in representing its base concept of self-creation. Well, without this explanation, it would have been cryptical, and I think it's still cryptical. Double vertigo, a reflective stainless steel material involving two curved surfaces, makes up the double vertigo. If we ought to break down the literal meaning of this artwork, vertigo signifies the loss of balance and in a binary manner. The sculpture produces an infinite expansion of vision which creates an illusion within, challenging our understanding of the art. It communicates with the viewer more on a conceptual level than visual. Building for void. As the name suggests, the building is an upright superstructure for the void. A leeway for a non-existing space is what it is. The enormous empty room within the structure possesses the strength to soak you in it, immersing fear throughout, or even a place to practice solitude. As is the creator of it quoted, saying, void is really a state within. And this is the big room, and you are going to see, because it is a building, also from the outside, he seems to have an intense interest in this black hole, of various diameters. This is the model of the structure. of the building that he built. And this is how it looks like from the outside. Marsyas, derived from Greek mythological story, the single-span PVC membrane that runs throughout the enclosed space of the hall is a symbolic portrayal of the live, flayed skin of satyr who dared to contest the god of music, Apollo, and lost. Because of its huge scale, the sculpture presents a mystery to any viewer who inclines to find the correlation between our objective body and the metaphysical space that exists. It's huge. He is a very interesting creator, Anish Kapoor. Do you see the human silhouette? And do you realize how big this is? Dissension. Working with any kind of natural phenomenon like water may not be a thing for other sculptors, but Kapoor dared to do that and created a synthetic focal point within the circular swirling water flow. There have been several evolving versions of this art piece since its inauguration in 2014. If you do see a conceptual void in this, you aren't mistaken. Now, this is the structure that I showed on my invitation, decorated as the highest standing piece of public art in England. The ArcelorMittal Orbit is Kapoor's most known work in the architecture community. The base purpose of the structure was to serve as a viewing tower for the Summer Olympics of 2012, which it did in quite some style, also inviting critics articulating about its appearance. The spiral staircase is the selling point of this artwork, giving users a sense of stability and loss of balance at the same time. So stability and instability simultaneously. Anish Kapoor. Tarantara. Kapoor's site-specific installations have always come with some unique perspectives. Tarantara is just the same. Transferred to reality in 1999 for the Baltic Center for Contemporary Art, the sculpture reflects an inside-out building which from the outside seems smaller and once inside showcases its real scale. The shape of this artwork transfers from rectangular to circular in contraction. C-curve. C-curve is yet another example where Kapoor has opted to use a reflective surface to present his vision in an unorthodox manner. This installation reflects using a concave and convex surface on the inner and outer sides respectively, causing an illusion made by the inverted reflection on the inner side of the curve. This upside down impression challenges the fixed perspective we tend to have about certain things in life. Arc of Nova, a combined effort, along with architect Arata Isozaki, who received the Pritzker Prize 1 or 2 years ago and died some months ago. Arc of Nova, meaning last year, Arc of Nova is a mobile theater catering to at least 500 audiences. Built 2 years after the horrendous earthquakes that hit Japan in 2011, this architecture creation was made to develop hope and symbol of recovery through music and art, rebuilding the culture and spirit. Also, the polyester membrane used as the sole material for its creation breeds a suitable atmosphere within the theater. The highlight of this project is that it is portable. Arc of Nova. So he worked with Arata Isozaki for this project. It is an inflated thing, quite large, as you can see. And yes, portable. But there is a black hole here as well, if one sees it from above. And this is the last work I show, Dirty Corner. Quite a few artworks of Anish Kapoor have been the talk of the town in both good and bad ways. But Dirty Corner can be said as the most controversial one. The 60-meter long tunnel that fabricates the sculpture takes the visitor into a dark space, a void, where without any reference of light, the visitors need to explore it utterly on his or her senses. While being subjected to vandalism a couple of times, Kapoor defines this act as the evolution process of art itself, where it might have been demanding it in the first place. This also brings us to the ultimate question, that should there be any distinguishing line between public interest and artistic liberties one may take? This does look like a André Le Notre garden, doesn't it? Maybe it is. And finally, Anish Kapoor, part of it. Happy birthday, Anish Kapoor.